Everyone, welcome back. Jeff, we just roasted these hatch chilies just a few minutes ago, smelling really good in here, and now we're going to cook with them, right?
Yep.
Tell us a little bit about these hatch chilies, and specifically, I know we're doing some roasting events too with some of our Kroger stores coming up.
Right. Hatch roasting events are going to be coming up, and they're going to be, running 8 to 2 at certain Kroger stores. They're going to be, and they're also going to be offering roasting of hatch chilies if you buy a case at a time.
And we're actually, we'll show a graphic up next of those stores that we're going to be having those events on.
Okay, and the whole thing with a case of chilies at a time, wow. It's like I was saying earlier, once these things are, harvested and sold, they are gone for a whole year.
6 weeks, they're done.
Whole year. So, what happens is traditionally is that, everybody gets together, everybody roasts their chilies, everybody portions them out into recipe size bags. Mm-hmm. They freeze them, so whenever they want to make, whatever it's going to be.
What we're going to make today.
The pesto pasta, they pull out a bag of hatch chilies from their freezer because they know that's what they're going to need, and they hopefully will make it all the way through next year and still have a couple of bags to tide them over before they load their freezer back up.
So, what's our first recipe we're going to be making with this?
Right,
really simple recipes we're making today too, right?
Really simple. We're going to be making Tom's SoCal black-eyed pea salad.
Okay.
And what we're going to start with is a little bit of diced tomato.
I think that.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. We're going to do a little bit of diced red onion. We're going to do a little bit of a stoplight bell pepper.
Regular bell peppers. Yep. And the hatch chilies, too.
Diced hatch chilies. Yep.
Oh, those look good.
We're going to do some chopped garlic. And when it comes to making salad dressings, I like to make the dressing before I make what I'm going to dress. So the black-eyed peas are not part of the dressing to me. So we got some salt and pepper in there to get everything seasoned. We're doing a little bit of seasoned rice vinegar.
And you salted these, and that's such a big thing. We're using fresh ingredients. Put the salt in there that you want to put in it, and that way you don't have to buy something bottled or something out of a can that already has all this crazy salt in it.
Right. Just a little bit of olive oil because this is a salad dressing that we're making.
Just going to bring it together.
Right. And then in go the black-eyed peas.
Just toss that in there.
And now the black-eyed peas are being tossed in the dressing. So,
that smells really good.
The dressing has its own flavor. They're not going to be pockets of this and pockets of that. And I didn't get any of this in my bite.
Here, let me get that for you. I got it.
The entire thing is going to taste the same throughout.
Look at that. It smells. I'm right over top of it. I'm getting that garlic and those hatch chilies.
Roasted peppers are nice.
In the hatch chilies or really any other ingredient in this, if you like it, put more in there.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's the beautiful thing about savory cooking. It doesn't have to go by a recipe.
Yeah.
It's just a base. There you go. Yep. That looks good.
All right, we're going to put a little bit of green onion on there just to add a little bit more color.
Oh, dude, that looks awesome.
I'm going to set them up.
Great. Real simple, wasn't it?
Yeah, real fast.
That is if you have the chopping already done like we did.
That's right. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay, now we got the Southern California black-eyed pea salad. What's the next dish?
We're going to be making a hatch chili pesto pasta.
Oh, interesting. Pesto. Because I've only had pesto with usually everybody associates basil with it, but this doesn't have to do with basil.
It has nothing to do with basil. It's not a traditional pesto. This is, just the process is going to be the same. Everything's going into a food processor, going to get pureed down, married up. It's going to be nice.
So you substituted the basil for the hatch chilies.
Hatch chilies.
And you also roasted the garlic a little bit, which I thought was a great thing,
We are using roasted garlic, yeah.
There you go.
All
okay.
Right. So we're going to start with the roasted garlic.
And you're doing this in the food processor.
In the food processor. We're going to use toasted pine nuts.
And make sure that when you're using pine nuts, you are toasting those things because it's a huge difference in the taste of them.
Absolutely. We're going to go ahead and do a little bit of black pepper here.
Layer your seasoning in there.
And I'm using Parmesan cheese. And I'm not going to salt it yet because the Parmesan can be salty.
Yes, it can.
So don't want to, don't want to take it too far. All right, and so now here we go.
And one of the great things that I like, and that you've got the oil here, the great thing about making pesto homemade is that you don't have to put a whole lot of oil in it.
No.
A lot of times when you get it out of the jar or something,
it's broken and it's a layer of fat on top.
It's too much oil in it. And it's going to be really fresh and nice.
Right. And I think that's...
And you've got just about a quarter cup of oil and all that, right?
Right. And I think we're at a good spot right there. Maybe
I think so too.
All right.
All right, man.
So, there we have that. Now,
Right. So we're gonna set that on the side.
We're gonna take
that looks awesome.
thank you, sir. I wish it was my recipe. All right,
So we're making a pasta dish with spaghetti noodles, right?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, we got a little residual of the
Just
olive
a little
oil
bit of oil, right?
into a hot pan already. We're gonna a little bit of red onion and a little bit of bell peppers to add a little bit of color to this. Get some salt in there.
Definitely. And now the salt in this actually seasons it, but it also brings out that moisture
Yep.
out of these vegetables, doesn't it?
Yes, yes it does.
Okay. Now what's our next step?
And then our next step is, can I see this spoon, please, sir?
You sure can?
All right, what we're gonna do is we're gonna get some of this pesto hot.
Oh man, smelling that. This is something really different. You know, if you like pesto, which I do, and I love the fresh taste of it, this is going to kind of do the same thing to you. But it's roasted, so it's not as harsh on your palate as a regular pesto would be.
It takes the edge off.
Okay?
Now we're going to get
so
some
we're gonna take this
spaghetti in
spaghetti,
there.
what we just cooked here. We're going to put some in here, and we're not draining this off, are we, Ben?
No.
We're letting some of the pasta water get down in there.
Right, we're gonna let some of the pasta water get down in there, and what it's going to do is in the hot pan, it's going to go, it's going to help incorporate into its sauce.
Oh, that is looking so good.
We probably can go just a little bit more.
There you go.
Now,
Really coat those noodles good.
Yep,
And if you need any more pasta water, you can always just throw a little bit more in there to kind of bring it together.
yep.
There you go.
All right, so,
Then we're going to plate this thing in a nice pasta bowl.
yep.
There you go.
We're going to take a little bit of Parmesan on top of there,
Little extra.
a little extra. I like extra. And a little
Few
bit of
more
more
green
green.
onion. Awesome, dude. I'm liking it. When we come back, we're going to finish our discussion about chilies and make 2 more dishes. But first, it's time to announce the winner of the Cookin' with Kroger sweepstakes.